Hola! How are you guys doing today? We are going to do something new, but before we try this recipe, I'm going to pre-make some rice. I will give you some snapshots but not everybody knows how to make rice. That's why Messy Kitchen is for beginners in the first place. I bought a rice cooker a long time ago. That's what I'm going to use. Give you other options and how you can cook it, you know, through the microwave, which is stovetop, or the cooker. And I know that you can cook rice in the Instapot. I don't have one of those, so we'll get going from there. What we're going to do is we're doing a beef stir fry. The beef stir fry calls for noodles, but we had noodles last night, so we're just going to go with rice. I believe rice is going to be really good. Now, when I cook my rice, as I always specify, it is your water, whatever you use on it. So I'm going to add some beef broth. I am going to add some salt and pepper with this while it is cooking in my rice pot. For the rice, you are going to need 2 cups of water. After that is going to be 1 cup of rice. Now, anytime you make rice, it's usually 1 part of rice and then double that amount for water. So if you're doing 4 cups water, then you do 2 cups rice. I think you get the gist on that one. Here's a little hint with your rice. Before you put the rice in a cooker or even a microwave, stovetop, however you do this, rinse your rice with water, just plain tap water, and it helps so it doesn't foam up and stick so much. Go ahead and just rinse it for a while. It doesn't have to be long, but this will help anything that might ruin the texture or the flavor of your rice you'd like to have. Now with the beef rice, I'm doing this because it's a beef stir fry. If it was a chicken or a pork or if a light meat or even fish, I would do the just switch it out with the chicken broth instead of the beef broth. You can get all sorts of flavors and assortments. Just find them in your grocery store. Generally, this is by the soup area. If you look for your soups, a little down, kind of look up, they will usually have the broth or whatever you need. And I'm going to go ahead and plug this in. Generally, it takes about 20 minutes to half an hour. I've learned I have to keep an eye on it because once it pops from cooked to warm, I need to unplug it. And you take that pan out, because if you don't, it keeps on cooking, and then it's going to be burned at the bottom. And then after that's done, I'm going to let it go to room temperature. Then I'm actually going to put it in the refrigerator. Anytime you make like a stir fry with rice, you like to have it cooled. It mixes a little bit better and it doesn't become mush than when you cook it with all the other ingredients. Okay, that's the easy way to do rice. Quick side note before we put this together real quick. I noticed that with my rice, it wasn't as much as I wanted to. Supposedly I usually feed about 4 people. What I'm doing now, so it's a little quicker, I am doing just a serving of plain white rice. So it's the same concept. It's 2 cups water, 1 cup rice. I stuck in the microwave. You're going to leave it in the microwave for 6 minutes. Take it off, stir it, check the water consistency on it. Sometimes it evaporates quicker than you want. Stir it up again and then have it in for next 6 minutes, and then it should be done. Oh, first 6 minutes is done. Also, the other thing you want to know is that in the microwave with the bowl dish I have, sometimes the water overflows a little bit. Don't worry about it. Just clean it off. It's not going to hurt anything. But don't put it with an airtight lid. If you do that, basically you'll have some sort of, the hot air will combine and it will pop. It'll pop your lid off. It'll make a horrible mess. So you want something that does have a good lid, but it gives it that option that if it bubbles over, it can. So you don't want it to explode. This was just an easy thing for me to grab. I have other bowls. I have little lips and tops to them. Let me see if I can find one so I can show it to you real quick. Okay, these are the kind of bowls that work really well. As you can tell, it has this little flip tab. See? So that way, this is probably better. That way it has a way for it to escape out. These are very, very handy. I like the colors on these. I have a few of these. I also have it in a soup bowl. Okay, this is the other one I have. I love these too because